Footwork is one of your most essential tools to cultivate when working with any sword. Like Lynn says in all his knife fighting videos, you can't be a great knife fighter without great footwork. The same is absolutely true with the sword. I want to begin from the ready stance, or the on guard position. The ready stance is just that. It means you are ready to move in any direction as the situation requires. Forward, back, to the side, on an angle. You're going to find your footwork is what's going to get you into range to be able to work effectively against your opponent and to get you back out of range and out of trouble. Should be as easy as walking, but that's going to take a little bit of work. Let's take a look at the first position, our ready or on guard stance. I have a line here. I'm going to split the line. Classic fencing position puts the line through the back of my heel behind my ankle, and I split this with my foot here. I would like to amend this slightly for your ease. Some of you have had some martial arts training, or you're used to this concept of center line. This is the center line that we're fighting for control of. You've got to own the center line. We're going to discuss later in the presentation, there's a couple different ways to do that. You can own it by occupying it, you can own it by giving it up and creating a new center line, thereby creating superior leverage for yourself. But that comes a little bit later. For right now, let's take a look at our stance. Okay, so I like to take and split this line ever so subtly. Your front foot points the direction you want to go in. Don't do this because it closes, it turns your body, it affects the rest of your body, and it's going to expose you on the flank or outside line. Be here. This foot points where I want to go. Classically, this rear foot is turned out at 90 degrees. Okay, this is to give you the power to drive through when we get to our lunges. More on that a little bit later. But for right now, your knees are bent. These are your shock absorbers. They're also your coiled springs. So they're ready to absorb energy and dissipate it throughout the body. At the same time, they're ready and coiled so that you can strike if you need to. Weights in the center. My body should be quiet. You want to be in a 3/4 position. Ways to assume that: I can be turning sideways, look over my shoulder, and pivot. I can be square and step back. I can be here. If I'm feeling a little more aggressive, I can move forward. Either way, my feet are going to split this line. For those of you who are martial artists and are used to turning this rear foot, that's absolutely fine, okay? What you don't want to do is turn the front foot. That's going to get you into trouble. So here I am here like this. This is my ready or on guard stance. All right, we talked about the ready position for the body. Now let's talk about positioning the sword. So I'm splitting the line. I'm about hips to shoulder width apart. My knees are bent. I'm in this 3/4 position. The reason I want to be in the 3/4 position is I don't have as much to guard. By stepping back, I've removed this shoulder ever so slightly. My arm will be extended, ready to attack or defend. I put the sword in my hand. Now, one of the great beauties of the Saber is this hand guard. It's such an improvement over so many other weapons that don't have this, as you will see when we move a little farther in the presentation. I think of this as my shield. I want my hand behind my shield. I want my elbow behind my hand, my body behind my elbow. So I am extended forward here like this. If I put the blade on center line, I've exposed my elbow. This is slightly removed, but I'm open in all lines, as they say. So what I do is I turn my hand ever so slightly down, which allows the guard to help protect the back of my hand and underneath. I drop my hand to about the height of my belt or my waist. I extend slightly forward. Position of the left hand. Later on, when we start using a companion weapon, or this starts to become live in a checking position, depending as we move in closer to range, I'm going to utilize this to imprison my opponent's elbow and control his hand so that he can't use his sword against me. That comes for later. For right now, just take it out of the way. Make a little fist, put it on the crest of your pelvis behind your belt so this isn't forward. Because remember, if this is here, it's a target. Okay, everything has consequences. For right now, we're going to remove it. When we're ready to utilize that and discuss this, we'll bring it back into play. This sits on the crest of the pelvis, back behind, the sword is here, and when I pivot this forward, you're going to find that the end 6 inches of the blade occupies center line. This is my ready position. Let me show it to you from the side. So I've split the line, My hand extends forward. This shifts over so that my guard is covering the outside of my elbow. My elbow is behind my hand. My body is behind my elbow. Everything is behind this shield. Let's look at it one last time. From here, extend. See this shift over. My blade is still occupying and owning center line. I've created this barrier. Nothing is exposed. You can't hit what you can't see. What is closest to you is protected by my hand guard. The ready position.